Despite how much love I have for my Harley Iron 883, it's not about the bike. So what do I mean it's not about the bike? Is this some kind of mid-90s Lance Armstrong feel-good commercial? Not even close. But I'll get to it not being about the bike in a little bit. Once I get on and start riding, I'll talk more about it. But I just want to recap a few things. So I am in, where the heck am I? It's day 19. I'm in the Apache Sitgreaves National Forest. And last night I camped at Canyon Point Campground, about 7,800 feet here, something like that. Although the elevation is pretty high here, it wasn't that cold last night. It was, low 40s, upper 30s, low 40s. Right now it's about 45 and the sun's starting to come out. And it should be really good riding today. People see you on a bike and they worry about you. Even complete strangers, they're always saying something silly like, it's not you I'm worried about, it's the other people, which it's true, but check out my video on how safety is 100% up to you on the bike. I'm enjoying being amongst these pines and they're whispering a bit, when the wind blows. It kind of reminds me of an area in the Sand Counties in Wisconsin near where I grew up. There's a forest area called Whispering Pines. And it sounds much like this place does, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of reminiscent to that. Except these are ponderosa pines, which smell amazing. And if you checked out the previous video in which I walk up to a ponderosa pine and smell it, and you have not yet guessed what it smells like without Googling it, go ahead and put your comments down below. I'm not on Route 66 anymore, obviously. I've taken a southerly route. I'm still in Arizona. I'm gonna be in New Mexico soon. My goal today is eat pie. There's a city called Pie Town, and for those of you who've seen the documentary Inspired to Ride, it's about mountain bikers racing from Banff in Canada all the way to the Mexico border. And in New Mexico, there is a city called Pie Town, and Pie Town, and in the documentary, these cyclists stop at Pie Town to have some amazing pie at this pie restaurant in Pie Town. So I'd like to stop there and check that out and see what it's like, because as some of you know, I love pie. I'm such a weirdo. Temperature's going up. It's gonna be a good ride today. I'm gonna be riding along Route 60, and from the previous video, if you remember, Route 60 is one of the more dangerous roads in Arizona. Let's get on the bike. Let's talk about how it's not about the bike. So before I go though, I'll just show you a few things. There was a squirrel on my seat this morning, and then I saw him kind of climb on top of here and then reach down on this side. Then I saw the squirrel run this way, big bushy tail, and he had something red in his mouth. I'm like, what the hell? You stealing my tent stakes? Even though I had my stakes in my tent at the time, I was a little groggy yet. So I chased him, and then I realized I had red vines in here. But the previous night, I had zipped everything up. So what happened was, he chewed the zipper. He broke the zipper and then chewed it so he could push it over. Why he had to freaking chew it, I don't know. So my zipper's broken now, so I've got this to try and hold this tight, and I don't want to push that any further. Maybe I'll grab a little bit of rope there, maybe. But I'm hoping this stays. I'm really upset. I mean, this is not a cheap Kuryakin bag, and I love this thing. I've got a review on this channel of how much I love this thing, and it's treated me very, very well during this trip. I've loaded this thing up, but I'm really disappointed. I'll have to get a new zipper on here or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But for now, this is using my mollies on here to hold it together. Hopefully that stays together. I mean, it's on there tight, and you know what I'll do? I'll use my molly. Let's see. Make sure that doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, I don't know if that will hold, but I mean, I could get a zip tie and hold that, and I don't want to have to clip a zip tie every time I want to get into my bag. Got some rope too. If I have problems, I'll go ahead and use some rope to tie that down while I'm traveling. It's just unfortunate. Stupid squirrel. He tried to get in there a few more times and I chased him up the tree. He was barking at me. Stupid squirrel. Alright. Let's try and get to Pie Town before they stop making pies.
Be safe out there, all right?
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's really thoughtful of you.
Be very careful.
Yeah. Well, I was telling somebody else, I think it was Kay, who was telling the other day, last night, that 260, which I've been riding on, is supposedly the most dangerous road in the state. And I believe it. I mean, I go pretty slow because I like to be safe. And I was in the lane so people could pass me. I was getting to the end of it, and this SUV started passing me as I got to the end of it. I got to the end of it, and there was cars coming towards this SUV. Yet he was half in the lane of the other cars, half in my lane, pushing me over while pushing other cars over. People are just crazy out there, man. It's just nuts. But I appreciate the thought. And I was just thinking about that a moment ago, how a lot of people while I'm on this ride have said just that. And that means a lot to me. It really does. So,
I'm very glad.
yeah. So,
Just that's one of the things I tell everybody. Just be safe so
Yeah.
you can come back to us.
I like it. I've enjoyed my time here. Even though it's been short, everybody's been super nice, and I've really enjoyed that.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, we hope to have you back.
I probably will be back someday.
Well, we'll be waiting on you.
All right. Have a good one, man.
You have a blessed one, and again, stay safe.
Thanks, man. What's your name? I can't see your
My
name.
name is Fritz.
Fritz. Very happy to meet you, Fritz.
It's nice meeting you. I'd shake your hand.
That's all right. Are you from the area, Fritz, or do you live someplace else?
Texas.
Texas. What part of Texas?
The hill country, it's 80 miles due west of San Antonio on Interstate 10.
Okay.
Kerrville, Fredericksburg, that area.
Gotcha. I might be passing through that area on my way back. I'm not sure yet. It all depends on the weather.
Yeah. Well, the weather, it'd be a wise idea to stick to the south.
Yeah, that's...
Because they've already started talking about snow in the mountains.
There's this crazy jet stream thing going on, man. Yeah, I was reading about that. And so I'm taking that southerly route. I'm from Wisconsin, so at some point I'm going to have to start heading north, but...
Well, if you take 10 all the way across and pick up 35, you can take 35 almost damn near all the way up.
I could. You're right. Yeah, I might do that.
And that way, at least you stay safe.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the intention. Cool, Fritz. Very happy to talk to you, man.
Nice talking to you. And again, be safe.
Enjoy the rest of your time here. See you later. So this camera ran out of storage space just now, so I'll just talk to you here, and hopefully it'll be interesting enough for you. So I love chat with people like Fritz like that. It's kind of fun. I'll probably stick them on the Instagrams after I pull the images off the cameras. Hopefully I got enough of him on this camera. So what do I mean by it's not about the bike? So I absolutely love my Harley R883, and before buying it I did tons of research, and I've got review videos of this bike on this channel and how much I love it. There's a few things that I don't like about it, obviously. Nothing's perfect, but what I'm referring to specifically though is this trip, this channel, motorcycling in general. It's not about the bike. I could have bought a KLR 650 before buying this and still be talking to you about the same things that I am on this trip. Challenging yourself, pushing your limits, and learning about life by challenging yourself. Doing things that scare the shit out of you, or that you think scare the shit out of you. All those things that I've been talking about, I would still be talking to you about those right now. And as I talked about and joked earlier how I named my Harley R883 Rosenati, because like Rosenati the horse in Don Quixote, it's about as naive about its capabilities as the horseman, as Don Quixote. So yes, I'm comparing myself to Don Quixote. But I could be riding another motorcycle and still be experiencing the same things out here. Still having the time of my freaking life. Still talking to people like Fritz, like I just did. Still challenging myself. Still having these life-changing experiences. Even at my age, at 45 right now, even at my age, still having these experiences. So it's not about the bike. I think I'm going to get on 260 after I leave this campground and maybe either try and find a spot to free some space up on this camera here, because I really want to cover some of my trip on 260, and I want to talk more about how it's not about the bike. Might try and find a Walgreens or a Target or something. Get a new car. So Route 260. Beautiful ride, man. A lot of fun. But there's a lot of elk. I have not seen a single elk. But to be quite honest with you, I'm more worried about the other people on this road. As I was talking about with Fritz. A little chilly this morning, but not too bad. It's probably around 50 degrees right now. I'm curious what my elevation is now. So more about, it's not about the bike. I would still enjoy the community, the motorcycling community, if I didn't have the Harley Iron 883. Sure, a lot of you guys have come to the channel because you were researching the Harley Iron 883 or Harleys in general. And some of you stick around because of the Harley Iron 883. And I know some other motovloggers who used to ride Harley Iron 883s. Some people have unsubscribed to their channels. But I commend those that have stuck around on those channels, even though those riders have changed, even though those motovloggers have changed their bikes from the Harley Iron 883. Because this motorcycling community, this channel, all our experiences on the motorcycle, it's not bike dependent. We all can have the same experiences and enjoy how awesome this community is. I keep pointing my finger and talking as if I got a front camera, as if I got a handlebar camera. So man, I am going to enjoy my ride to Pie Town along 260 here. It's only a little bit before 9 and traffic's pretty heavy already. So, thanks for watching this one, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click on that like button. It does help out this channel a ton. And if you're new here, or if you've seen a few videos in this series or any other video on this channel and you've enjoyed them, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. So thanks for watching this one, everybody. Keep challenging yourself out there, and remember, it's not about the bike, but ride safe and keep your wheels rolling in the right direction. I'll see you in the next video.